Hello, students. Welcome to Suchita's Elegant English class. How are you all? Students, today we are going to read Chapter 3 of Class 6 NCERT book Honeysuckle. The name of the chapter is Taro's Reward. So, children, after reading this lesson, we will be able to share our personal experiences with others. We will be able to respect the feelings of others. We will be able to think the alternative ending of the story. You may become a storyteller too. Before we proceed, I would like to ask you some questions. Do you love your parents? You must be thinking, what sort of a question is this? Obviously, yes. Yes, we all love our parents. How do you show your love to your parents? So you have to write down, list out. How do you show? Maybe sharing, caring, working for your parents, respecting them, talking to them nicely. Then I would like you to list out some work done by you at your home or even outside to help your parents. How you are helping your parents? What kind of work do you do at home? So children, let's proceed. Today we are going to read the story about one such thoughtful and loving son whose name is Taro. He works hard to fulfill his parents' wishes and gets some expected help also. There are some new words. I have written only few, like hillside, expensive, delicious instead of sake. Hillside means close to hill. Expensive means costly. Delicious means tasty. Instead of means in place of. Sake, S-A-K-E, pronunciation is sake, a delicious drink in Japan. Taro's Reward is a popular folk tale in Japan. Folk tale means the story which are told and retold. It passes from one generation to another generation. It involves the story of a son, Taro, who wanted to fulfill the wishes of his father. Taro was a poor boy. He earned money by chopping woods from the jungle. But the money he earned was not sufficient for him and his parents. Though he worked very hard, but still he could get very less money, as the rate of the wood was very less. One day it started blowing cold winds. All people in the home felt cold due to wind passing from the cracks of the wooden house. Because they were poor, so they had a wooden house which had many cracks. And from that cracks, the cold wind was passing. His father wished if he could have some sake to energize his heart, because he was shivering, he was trembling with cold. So he wanted to keep his body warm, and for that he needed sake. Sake will energize his heart as well as his body. Sake is a popular and costly drink of Japan, as I have already told. Now Taro started thinking, I wish I had a cup of sake, because sake is very expensive, costly, and anybody cannot buy. And Taro was very poor. He could earn very less money by chopping wood. So that's why he was wishing that he could have a cup of sake to fulfill the wish of his father. This made Taro sad because sake was expensive. So next morning he went to forest to chop trees. He worked very hard. He was chopping and chopping. He felt thirsty. Suddenly, he heard a sound of waterfall. He was surprised because he knew that nearby there is no water body. So how can there be a sound of waterfall? He went towards the sound and he saw a waterfall. He got that. When he tasted it, because he was feeling thirsty, so obviously he wanted to drink water. So when he tasted the water, it was not a plain water, but it was a sake. It was sake, and he was really surprised. So he again tasted it to ensure whether is because of thirst, is the taste because of the thirst, was it tasting like sake? So he tasted again and again, but it was sake. To his surprise, it was sake. He had a pitcher with him. A pitcher means pot. So he filled the whole pitcher with sake and came back home. After reaching the house, he gave this sake to his father. The father sipped the sake and started dancing with joy. Because father was wishing, no, that yesterday only he thought that he wanted it, the cold wind was blowing and he wanted to keep his body warm, so he wanted to drink sake, and today his wish was fulfilled. So he was so happy that he started dancing with joy. And Taro was also very happy that he was at last able to fulfill the wish of his father. What happened during that day? A visitor came to Taro's house. So Taro offered sake to that lady, and he told the entire story about the sake, that how he was chopping the wood and he heard the sound of waterfall. He ran towards the waterfall, and he saw that there was a waterfall, and when he tasted the water, it was sake. He told the entire story to that lady. The lady rushed out. Now she wanted to tell this to the entire village. Next morning, Taro went to forest, but all the villagers reached there before Taro. When the lady told the entire story to the villagers, that the waterfall, there is a magic waterfall, and that waterfall is giving sake instead of water. So everybody in the village wanted to have that sake, because sake is expensive drink. So they all wanted to have. So before Taro could reach the forest, they were already there in the forest. They were filling their vessels, but it was only water and not sake. So they all had brought big vessels because everybody wanted sake. Sake is a costly drink, so everybody wanted to drink that. Drink sake. So that's why they had brought big vessels, big utensils, big pots. But when they tasted that water, it was not sake as told by the lady. It was just a plain water. So they were so angry. They were angry on Taro, and they wanted to beat him. Now Taro had to run for his life. He knew that if he stays there, then these people will definitely beat him and he may die. So he hid himself behind the big rock. There was a big rock, so he went behind that so that nobody can see him. And all the villagers were searching him for him. That Taro is a liar. He told lies that the waterfall is giving sake. It's not sake, it's just a water. He lied to us. We will not spare him. When all the villagers went away, then Taro came out and went near the waterfall. And again, because whatever Taro told to the lady was correct. So that's why he wanted to ensure, he wanted to make sure whether it is a plain water or sake. So he tasted the water again. And this time also, he found the same taste. It was that of sake. So he again filled the pitcher and went home. Now the story is this, children, that the waterfall was magic and it was giving sake only to Taro and not to the villagers. Why to Taro? because Taro was obedient, thoughtful, considerate, caring, and loving son who could do anything to fulfill the wish of his parents. On the other hand, the villagers were shrewd. They were liars. They were cruel. They were not good person. So that is why that magic waterfall gave them plain water, whereas for Taro it was sake. This story reached to the emperor. Emperor also heard the story that there is some waterfall, magic waterfall, which gives sake only to Taro and not to the other people. And when he found out the reason, he tried to find out the reason. He found the reason that Taro is a very good boy who is considerate, who is helpful, who is thoughtful, who is very kind, and that is why he is getting sake. So emperor called Taro, he rewarded him, and why did he reward Taro? So that everybody can learn a lesson from Taro. Everybody, all the children can become like Taro. They should also think about their parents. They should also fulfill the wishes of their parents. They should also become thoughtful like Taro. So this was to encourage all the children to honor and obey their parents. They should respect their parents. They should obey their parents. They should help their parents to be a thoughtful, obedient, kind, helpful son. They also become thoughtful, kind, helpful children to their parents. So children, this is the story. I hope you all have understood the lesson. Now let's go to some question and answers. Question number 1. Taro was poor. How could you guess? Yes, Taro was poor because he was a young woodcutter. He was cutting wood and earning, and at that time the cost of the people were buying in very less price. Why Taro brought the largest picture with him the next day? Taro had brought the largest picture because he wanted more for his parents. Why had the villagers gone near the waterfall? They had gone to get sake from the waterfall. Question number 4. What had the people decided to do with Taro? Would they succeed? If not, why? They could not succeed because Taro hid himself behind a rock. Why were the villagers angry? The villagers were angry because they thought that Taro had tricked them and made fool. Write 2 qualities of Taro. So obviously Taro loved his parents and he was very hardworking. You can add more qualities also, like he was thoughtful, caring, sharing, all things you can write. Now these are some MCQ kind of questions. You have to mark one right. Answers are also given. Taro earned very little money because he did not work enough. The villagers don't need wood. The price of wood was very low. So the answer is the price of wood was very low. Question 2. Taro decided to earn extra money to live a more comfortable life, to buy some sake for his old father, to repair the cracks in the hut. So the answer is second one, to buy some sake for his old father. Question number 3. The neighbor left Taro's hut in a hurry because she was delighted with the drink. She was astonished to hear Taro's story. Astonished means surprised. She wanted to tell the whole village about the waterfall. So the answer is third. She wanted to tell the whole village about the waterfall. So children, I hope you have understood the story. I would like to give you one homework. The homework is that you have to write 5 sentences about Taro. Okay? So I hope you will be able to write that. So children, thank you very much.